Hello, I'm Richard Berkeley, and I want to tell you a little bit about this project that we're going to do with your children, which involves painting and singing, music, acting, dancing, and the imagination. The imagination is the key idea, because so much of the education system doesn't really involve the imagination, and yet politicians and society is always telling us that we have to be innovative, that we've got to come up with new ideas, that we've got to learn to implement those new ideas. But if we don't learn to do that in school, how do we do that? And what are the consequences anyway if we don't? Well, the consequences if we don't use our imaginations and use what we find in our imaginations in practice, it means that the economy doesn't develop, that Poland doesn't get richer. So we have to do the groundwork that's not being done in schools. Hence, we come back to music and singing and acting and looking at pictures. Now, if you look at a picture, if you go to a gallery and look at a picture, if you're like me, what you do is you look at it and you think, oh, that's pretty, or I wonder what's happening there, or I wonder how that effect was created. But we very rarely think, what happened leading up to this picture? Well, that's the area we're going to explore with your children. And it's a very interesting area because it could be anything. We don't know. Therefore, we've got to invent something. And not only do we invent it, but we also have to implement it. Now, if there are a group of people in the picture, if there's a group happening, that group was doing something immediately before the picture is set. That's the area we're going to explore with your children. They're going to decide for themselves what happened, and they're going to start acting it out. They're going to start acting it out, they're going to find the storyline, they're going to find the words, they're going to find the music that goes with it, perhaps some dancing, some singing, and then they're going to freeze in that one point that the picture captures. Now, this isn't just a game, because what we're exploring in this is we're exploring how to use the imagination, how to take ideas that we discover in the imagination and implement them, not just dead facts, but living facts. Then we're going to be working as a team, a group of children with their leaders, guiders, or teachers, whatever you want to call us, helping them to implement those ideas that they've decided on. Now, decision making, again, is something that doesn't come very easily to most of us. And in an education system where you have right or wrong, but no grey area in between, the grey area is where the interesting stuff happens, by the way, decision making becomes very difficult because you have to weigh and balance and decide what's going to work best. It's compromise. So that's what we'll be doing. This is the journey we'll be taking your children on. And it's going to be fun because I believe, as I know everybody else working with us believes, that the arts should be fun, they should be enjoyable, they should be memorable, they should be a challenge but a happy experience. But at the same time, your children are going to come away with quantifiable skills, the skill of working together, putting the ego, the me, aside for a moment and thinking of the greater good, working for a shared objective, being applauded for a shared objective. This is something that doesn't happen very often in their lives. Using ideas that they have, that they learn to share, that they see being developed into something that perhaps they didn't know they were thinking about, but in the group, building on an idea and then seeing it implemented. This is so important for the development of young people, and it's so important for the development of a young nation, if I may say that as an Englishman. It's so important to the future. So please sign up, please join us, please give us your support, please come and see us, and if you like, you can come and take part. Why not? Thank you.